السلام عليكم.
Hello guys, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another video. So today I have a video going into more detail on these new foods I've tried not that long ago.
New foods? Haven't we seen this meal 1,000 times already? And where did the chicken and rice go? Don't lie and say it's for Salah.
I've fallen in love with them ever since. They're so delicious. I know a lot of you from the West watching me probably have never heard of this. I have never heard of this before. If you have, you know, if you're from the regions that makes this wonderful food and you know what it is, please feel free to comment. As you saw in the opening there, this is jarish. This is jarish. This here is called ash. And this is some wheat bread. Like, they make it fresh every day, all the time. So basically, as you saw, I wanted to show you guys, I told Salah to film for me when he ran in to get the food. They have these big vats and they cook these foods inside for a long time, and then they serve it up. That's traditionally how they do it. Sometimes they also cook them in like these big clay pots. So yeah, so jarish, in case you're wondering, is a cracked wheat. Jarish just means cracked wheat, like wheat. And it's wheat in its whole form, so it's not stripped. It's full of fiber and phytonutrients.
Gall culp harder. You can stop with the mental gymnastics. You know you shouldn't be eating this.
It's a staple Kuwaiti dish. There's also in other countries, it's made in other countries like in Saudi Arabia. It's basically like a savory porridge. Yes, you can have savory porridge. It doesn't have to be sweet, but it's made with cracked or crushed wheat in its whole form. So it has the whole wheat germ and everything. Arabic spices, tomato, and this is made with chicken. So you can see little chunks of chicken in there. It's so delicious and savory and yummy, and I love it. So this is like a Persian dish, and it's made with beans, chickpeas, lentils, onions, spices, bunch of herbs, and there's spinach, a lot of spinach in there. I love it. And of course I have some pickles. So I'm just gonna eat a little bit with you guys to show you. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys one of my new favorite dishes here, a couple of them, and definitely for one is the jarish. So you eat it with bread like that. Bismillah. And they cook it for so long until it becomes like a creamy texture. Now traditionally ash has Persian style noodles in it, but this has no noodles. It's just such a healthy, delicious comfort food.
Gall, you can shut it about comfort foods. Your entire life revolves around giving in to cravings and comforts. She really did mean it yesterday when she slipped. She stopped caring about what foods she eats now that she's taking her meds.
Pickle fork.
I mean, I'm glad to finally see her using a fork for her pickles. But Gall, what's the point when you drink from the jar and grab the pickle with your hands right after?
Now this meal will keep you full for a long time. It's full of protein, healthy fibers.
When did feeling full ever stop you? You've said so yourself. And with your kidney problems, shouldn't you be careful with protein anyway?
I love how unprocessed the food is. Coming from a place where there's so much processed food, like even in the grocery stores here, you won't find highly processed packaged foods.
Doubt that's correct. Funny then how Kuwait's obesity rate is nearly double that of Canada's, isn't it?
Canned meals. There's canned vegetables, sure. This is made with boneless chicken. But you can also make it with boneless meat, which is very popular. But I could eat this like every day. It's super affordable. Like for a huge bag of this fresh bread, there's a place that just makes bread in like a big oven. 100 fills for a big bag of like 5 or 6 breads that are like this big, and they're non-processed. Like I said, the wheat germ is still intact. You can see it. 100 fills, which is like about 45 cents, I think. So this, for a container like this each, and one container like this will last me 3 meals, is 400 fills each. So that's about $1.50. $1.30 American, about $1.70 Canadian.
You know, that's not even that cheap when you compare it to the insanely cheap vegetables you could buy in Kuwait. Remember her buying kilos of veggies for under $1? But no. Tell us about why you should stuff your face with bread instead.
I thought it would be cool to show you guys like some kind of, you know, I always talk about how the food is cheap and there's like, you know, a lot of ethnic food. That's so good. I get excited about unhealthy takeout, but I also get excited about healthy, real, unprocessed food.
Who are you trying to convince? Do you really think we're that dumb?
That tastes like comfort food. One more pickle. If you love spinach, you're gonna love that. You're gonna love the ash. If you love beans, lentils, see the lentils and beans. Turmeric, anti-inflammatory turmeric. You know, food is, it's so rich in culture, you know? And it really interests me, like the different foods they have in different countries. Because usually there's so much culture surrounding it. And you can learn so much. Thank God for good food. I usually freeze the leftover bread, but it's very fresh, so you know, if you don't freeze it, it'll never be the same. There's no preservatives, right? When you buy loaves of bread, like Wonder Bread, that can last for a long time. It's like weird how long it can last. But if you have fresh bread with no preservatives, you can tell because it goes hard the next day. So you have to really preserve the bread. But it's never the same as when it's fresh, right out of the oven. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to share with you this wonderful meal. What interests me the most is the more ethnic food, you know, the more homemade food. So I hope you found this video a bit interesting. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.